What is your American dream?
My American dreams at this moment is living the blissful aspect of knowing that I could be free of my detachments. If I could detach anything that is creating pain and that this country has allowed me to become the best version of me, I think that is called the American dream for me.
The American dream too is about realization. The most important thing in my life is to find my home. I'm so grateful to be living in America, and it's such an experience for me. To connect with my soul is the way that I'm living my American dream.
Living the American dream in the wildest dream. Who would have ever thought that I was going to live in New York City, having these amazing choices and possibilities? America has been the best gift I ever had because it has allowed me to become the best version of who I am.
Everyone has a right to the American dream.
How much truck could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck truck? Ha 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 ha! Oh, hello everybody! Did you hear that Speaker of the House Paul Ryan addressed the Economic Club of Washington, D.C. recently and told everyone his car was eaten by my cousins in Wisconsin? That's right! My cousins, the Woodchucks, which is just another name for a groundhog, ate through the wiring in the underbelly of Speaker Ryan's Chevy Suburban.
So I towed it into the dealer, put it up, and they realized that a family of woodchucks lived in the underbody of my Suburban, and they ate all the wiring out of it.
Ha ha ha! Well, he hasn't driven the car in 3 years, he said. Well, what did he expect? A big truck just sitting there like that is good eating for us groundhogs. He probably parked it right next to their burrow. Not very smart of him. I guess he's just gonna have to get a new truck now that he's retiring in January 2019, and he'll have to drive again. No more chauffeurs for him. I gotta tell ya, I'm very proud of my cousins. They're not fans of Ryan's politics. So groundhogs resist! Groundhogs resist! Groundhogs resist! Groundhogs resist! Yeah! Did you miss yesterday's episode of Brad's Show Live? If you did, Brad played a game with all the viewers, and someone who shared 25 times last night is gonna get a special visit from Belgium Kim and Yonathan Elias. And we were with the Granny's Respond Caravan that set out from New York City yesterday on a 6-day road trip to McAllen, Texas, where the largest immigrant holding facility in the U.S. is. They're protesting the Trump administration's separation of immigrant families. Go Grannies! What's on today's show? Well, you'll just have to watch and see. Enjoy! Hello! Yay!
Well, there I am with my hat. Welcome everybody, Brad Show Live. I have my $8 hat on. They told me I'm wearing it today. You're gonna know why I'm wearing my hat in about. Jonathan says I'm looking good with it.
I like it.
They just handed it to me right around the time the groundhog was yelling, "Groundhog resist." I didn't know what I was going to look like in this hat. But,
I like it.
You look
I like
dapper.
it. Look like you should be in Miami or something.
You like that? Like that, huh?
Yeah.
Like in Palm Beach.
Like drinking a Mai Tai.
Yes.
Yeah.
In a Hawaiian t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like
So everyone's going to welcome Yonathan Elias. Welcome Belgium Kim. This is Brad Show Live. And this is what we call on Brad Show Live. It's always special on Wednesday. It's Hump Day.
It's Hump Day.
You know what that means.
That's right.
It's our
That means
favorite
there's
day
going to
of
be
the
a lot of humping.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Right? I don't know. But that's not why I have this hat on. You're going to find out.
Groundhog Sam, get off my leg. God.
He's celebrating Hump Day.
Yeah, Groundhog Sam has been trying to hump everybody.
Gosh.
Every day is Hump Day for Groundhog Sam.
Yes. Groundhog
goodness.
Sam, right?
Golly.
You know what he wants to change his name to?
What?
I heard Dickman. That's what he wants.
Groundhog
He doesn't have a
Dickman.
last name, so he said he wants to be Dickman.
So it would be
Sam
Groundhog.
Dickman?
Yeah, Groundhog Sam Dickman.
Okay.
That
I'm
would
not
be-
mad at
I
it.
don't know.
He's
Sam
celebrating
Dickman.
Hump Day.
So we can change his name, you know?
Yeah.
Right?
Sir
Legally?
Groundhog Sam Dickman.
Maybe. Legally, we can change. We can do whatever we want. He's a puppet.
Hey.
Hey.
Whoa,
Oh,
that's offensive.
hey.
That's
Right.
offensive.
That is very offensive.
Shirley.
Shirley, I must make a statement. So in the event, this is Brad Show Live. It is Hump Day. We call it Hump Day because it's Wednesday. It's right in the middle of our week. And I do want to invite everybody to give us a call to ask your immigration questions. We have fun here as well, besides being serious and trying to help as many people as we can. I will be taking this hat off in about 10 minutes. And the reason I'm going to be taking this hat off in about 10 minutes is yesterday we played a game. And in the game, it started off with a game of telepathy. And I started off by thinking of things that only Belgium Kim and Yonathan Elias would come up with. And yesterday, what I was thinking about that Belgium Kim and Yonathan Elias came up with is that if we can get our Brad squad, each individual person, to prove that they shared at least 25 times to a page that is not my page or that is not the Brad squad page, we would send Belgium Kim and Yonathan Elias to wherever they are in this world, whether it is Antarctica, whether it is London, whether it is California, whether it is Indonesia, whether it's Brooklyn, New York. We will send Yonathan and Kim with my credit card to go buy food and have dinner with one of our Brad Squad members who shared at least 25 times.
I'm ready. I got my bags right there.
Now, this is the issue. Okay, we asked for proof. Only 6 people sent us proof.
Provided the proof.
They provided only 6 people provided proof.
Out of all the
Out of
people that
all
been
of the Brad
watching?
Squad, only 6 people. I'm not sure
We
if
said the first 10. We thought it was going to be.
I thought it was going to be a lot more, right? I don't know if that is a reflection on the fact that people did not want to share our show, or it's a reflection on the fact that they didn't want to cook dinner for Yonathan and Belgium Kim. I am not sure where that reflects. However, despite that, we have to pick one person who will be having dinner on Brad Show Live with Yonathan Elias, Belgium Kim, and we will feature that dinner on a future show. I was hoping and praying that I don't have to fly you anywhere. Yonathan Elias and Belgium Kim.
I'm getting my passport,
they were getting their passports ready. Okay, Yonathan said to me, there's nothing he likes better than his passport. And I go, really? He goes, especially when it's stamped in another country. Right?
That's
So we had 6 people. We had an asset. Linda says I look cool. Now this was not this is part of our raffle. This hat,
right?
Okay, we're going to explain it.
It's a look.
It's a look. I don't know where they got this hat from. It was just like a $5 hat.
Probably right off the corner.
Right on the corner, $5 hat. Right?
A man who sells hats on the
A
corner.
man who sells hats on the corner for $5.
But you know what? But guess what? You make it look expensive.
Thank you very much. You know, Kim. I said to Kim, and I said, Kim, how did you know that this hat would look good on me? And Kim said, this man who's been selling hats on the corner for the last 20 years, he knows what he's talking about. And I went over and I showed him a picture and I said, I got this middle-aged lawyer with a round face. What do you got? And I go, is that really what you said, middle-aged lawyer, round face? He goes, yeah. The guy, and Kim said, I got the perfect hat for the middle-aged lawyer, round face.
He did.
And here it is.
Listen,
and look at it.
I had to go in and give him all the accurate information that I could. I did. He said he sounds like a fedora man, and sure enough, everyone agrees.
Sure enough, people are liking it.
Fedora man.
Yeah.
So before we get to our raffle, and I'm going to explain why I'm wearing the hat in a minute for the raffle.
Yeah.
Okay, we do have to say hello to everybody, right? We have to always say hello to the squad.
Always.
Yeah.
All right, Patrona Collins, Christine Bennett, Tamika Nelson, Tonette So Bless Robinson, Marjorie, how you all doing? Jella, Shauna, Tamika. Why is my thing not working? Here, it's working now. You know what's weird? On this hand, what happened?
Oh.
We're going back to 5 minutes.
We're going back to 5. Oh, there we are.
Hey.
Hello. You know, I was just saying on this hand, it's not scrolling up. But this hand, no, it doesn't scroll up on either one.
I was going to say, you really are half robot.
No, it's not working.
Oh, Lord.
Everything is going wrong today.
Are you...
All right, you go say hello to everybody because I can't scroll through.
That's very weird. We have Natalie Nichols, Yvonne Steele, hello, Lisa Bling Rose, Jellaby, Shauna, Tamika Nelson, Tonette So Bless Robinson. Do we have any new people in the house?
Oh, now my thing works.
Did you guys already say Abigail, Wendy Brown? You guys already say them?
Rodica Pendergrass.
Sweet Destiny Hansel.
Gella?
Oh, we love us some Sweet Destiny.
Sweet Destiny Hansel.
Oh, Kennedy Roy is in the comments. Kennedy hasn't been here in a while.
Donna Roden. Says, looks good, Brad.
Yeah.
They're loving the look, Brad.
You like
They're
it.
loving the
Brad's
look.
got a
You
lot of
like it?
girlfriends
Well,
now.
I just changed my look for one day.
Abigail said you're looking like a mafia daddy.
I am a mafia
Ooh.
daddy. Maybe I am.
Mafia daddy.
Maybe I am.
Mafia Zaddy
I was just
with
about
a
to
Z.
say, but it's zaddy. Yeah.
You know, I was I met somebody last night. They thought I was a Russian.
Wow.
I'm not Russian.
You're
I'm
not.
just a New York Jew.
I mean,
But they
New
thought
York
I
Jew,
was. They thought
Russian.
no, but I'm
So
not
you can
Russian.
pass.
I can pass.
You can pass.
I don't speak Russian, but they thought I was. They thought I was lying. I'm like, they're
Craig
like,
Rose says hello.
what? Who else says hello?
Craig Rose.
Craig
My
Rose.
video
That's his name.
interrupted.
By the video interrupted,
I saw that as well.
Oh.
but we're live on YouTube.
We're
Okay.
live. We are absolutely live on YouTube.
So why don't? Why,
And it's looking like we are back up on Facebook. If we do a quick refresh.
Oh.
we are back up on Facebook.
We are back up on the
Hey,
Facebooks.
guys.
A hot
This
interruption.
is the great thing about live TV.
What is the great thing?
You just
Anything can happen.
and you see
That's
everything
right.
that happens.
That is correct. Right. You know, it's like there was a movie. There was a movie a long time ago called the Kentucky Fried Movie. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It was a skit movie.
Kentucky Fried
Kentucky
Movie.
Fried
No.
Movie from
Fried
1972. It was a skit movie. Okay? Very silly. And the first scene in the movie is a guy who's at a broadcast desk, just like we are.
Mm-hmm.
And in the movie, he's at the broadcast desk and he says, okay, now it's time for your horoscope.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, if you're a Taurus, see a florist. And if you're a Libra like me, well, almost anything could happen. And then all of a sudden, somebody just shot him with an arrow.
Oh.
And then that's how the movie starts.
Oh my God.
Okay.
So at least we only got interrupted. Nobody shot us with an arrow.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Still interrupted.
And we are interrupted again.
Still giving me, but it's not on YouTube. We are going very strong.
Very strong.
So, in case you're having issues, head to YouTube. We'll tell our people that in the comments as well.
So you can still see our smiles.
Of course.
And hear Brad talk.
And see the drawing. You don't want to miss the drawing.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're going. It keeps interrupting. All right, we're just going to go no matter what.
Okay.
I'm not going to allow Facebook to interrupt our fun.
Right.
And we are interrupted again.
Raining on our
So I
parade.
think what you can do, Belgium Kim,
Yep.
is you can tell everybody that we are live and good on
the
YouTube.
YouTubes.
On the
Just
YouTube.
Copy and paste the
Copy
link.
and paste the link on YouTube.
That's exactly.
Okay. And hopefully our engineers that we've paid a pretty penny to, who have said that all of our transmission problems are resolved.
It deleted?
Lies.
What?
Lies. Because
Yeah.
it just completely ended the stream on YouTube entirely.
On YouTube.
I'm sorry, on Facebook,
Facebook.
entirely.
All right,
On YouTube,
so-
we're still up and running.
So then why don't we restart Facebook again?
Absolutely.
All right.
can
And
do
we will
that.
continue with YouTube.
Let's.
And in the meantime, I'm going to ask Yonathan to sing and entertain people until.
You guys definitely
Yes,
don't want
we're going
that.
to
I'm gonna
sing.
tell you that now.
We're going to sing. All right, with Yonathan, he's going to sing one of his favorite songs from the time of his childhood. He always told me he was
Return of the Mac.
Tony Orlando and Dawn fan. Do you remember Tony Orlando and Dawn?
No.
Why do I know that?
Tie
not
a
three
yellow ribbon round the old oak tree.
Oh my God, Brad!
It's been
you took
3
it
long
all
years.
The way back.
Do you still love
Love
me? If I don't see it, I haven't got the hat on. Well, I mean, I don't even know what to say anymore while we are waiting. All right, so it's not going to be Tony, Orlando, and Dawn.
No.
Because Kim could have been Dawn.
could've-
Dawn was actually 2 women. Tony
That's okay,
Orlando
I can be-
was this Hispanic guy. Dawn was the 2 African American ladies in the background, and they were singing like crooning songs.
Tony who?
Tony Orlando.
Oh, psh.
You don't, Jill. You know Tony Orlando, right? Okay, Jill said she will come in.
Jill, come in
Jill,
and
come
sing
in
this.
and sing Tony Orlando for us. No, she will
She
not
said
do
no.
it. She will not do it while we are waiting for our Facebook page to come, because I can't do a show just on YouTube without
Right.
Facebook. So we're just waiting for the YouTube people. We're just basically
Right.
screwing around until we get our Facebook page back up.
Right.
So if it will not be Tony Orlando and Dawn, okay, your turn to pick an obscure group, Kim. and see if we know the song.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go... who did Knock 3 Times?
Knock three times on the ceiling if you...
Isn't that a Partridge Family song? Isn't that the Partridge Family?
No, that's not the Partridge Family.
Who is that?
That is not the Partridge. Okay, now Yonathan is going to do, all right, a song from his top...
Oh my God.
What?
It's by Dawn.
It is by Dawn?
It's by Dawn.
It's also Tony Orlando and Dawn?
Also Tony Orlando.
We are picking a lot of Tony Orlando and Dawn stuff today. Are we back live on Facebook? Can we start a show here?
We are not back live on Facebook.
By the way, we were picking TV shows. We were picking some of our old shows because we're up for a possible nomination on an award. And we can't say what it is or anything unless we get the nomination.
Right.
Okay.
But we were asked to submit 3 of our shows, which we have to do after tonight. We're staying late to pick the 3 shows for a web internet, awards thing.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be the show that we are going to pick.
I think I think that's probably an accurate description.
What is going on with our Facebook?
Our Facebook is not taking the stream. We're going to try this again one more time.
Are we going through...
Facebook is hating right now,
Are we going
honestly.
through the live stream?
We are going through the live view.
So don't go through the live view.
Solo, but when we go through the TriCaster, it also kicks back an error.
Interesting.
So,
do we have engineers?
We hypothetically.
Jill is writing to them right now as we speak.
I can hear her furious
God damn it, she's typing away!
I hear her.
We have no internet feed into Facebook. By the way, that also looked like I was doing Thriller for a second there.
Did.
Right? Did it look like a little Thriller there, right?
It's so good.
You're a pretty dashing Thriller zombie.
Yes, I am a dashing Thriller zombie. All right, it's one of those days, Yonathan. By the way, you want to catch a train now? You're free to go.
I know, guys.
You're absolutely free to go.
I got to go to D.C.
because
tonight.
this is what they say, the train has gone off the tracks, right?
Yes.
The train has gone off of the tracks. All right, we got to do a show. You know what we're going to have to do then is I'm going to take this hat off. Maybe it's the hat.
Oh
Maybe
my
it's the hat.
goodness.
Say it isn't so.
Should we do? Maybe we will have to
How
do
many viewers do
our.
we have on YouTube?
We will have to do our. We're going to have to do our raffle tomorrow because we're not on Facebook. Kim, what do you think?
I mean, if we're not on Facebook, it's not fair to do it the raffle today. That's true. We're trying to restart the live view right now, but that does not seem
working.
to be doing much.
What's going on?
They're also restarting live view.
Oh, okay. Wait a second.
We're all still restarting live view.
We are told to hold on.
Yep.
Hold. Jonathan, hold on to something.
on.
Are you holding?
Hold it.
You're not holding.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
God damn it! Hold on.
I don't want to die.
This is called death on live television, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
This is called death on
Maybe
live
you should
television.
turn this episode in.
Right?
Yeah. What do you mean? Why are we submitting this episode? Okay,
All right. So
We have
what's
52 shares already, though, in 20 minutes. That's actually pretty good.
where? On
the stream we're no longer using.
We're no longer using. All right. So maybe
forget.
Mark Zuckerberg just didn't like the hat.
You know,
Do you think it was the hat?
It was the Pimp Daddy hat?
If that was the case, that means he's just hating.
He's a hate in the hat.
He's hating the hat because you look good in it.
I look good in it.
I agree.
And they shut me down. As soon as I look good,
They're like, nah.
they say, you know what, this guy is too good looking for Facebook.
Yeah.
I could have been too good looking for there.
Damn.
Facebook.
Now we know.
Facebook. That's
Come
a
on,
damn.
Facebook. Damn, Facebook.
That's not a damn.
Damn. What was that damn? What was that video when the guy was wearing the Vans?
Oh.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel. That was it.
Try it again.
Damn, Daniel.
Again with the white buttons.
By the way, will we be answering immigration questions today?
You know what, Brad? I don't know. I'm still
Damn,
trying to-
Daniel.
It's upside down day, so maybe you should
It is-
just
this is-
answer the
maybe-
immigration questions.
You know what? That would be just as effective as
And we
not
had
being on
such
Facebook.
we had such a good schmooze today, and it's
We were
all
so-
gone.
Well, listen, I'm gonna
all
have
gone.
to request that we transfer our Hump Day stories till tomorrow.
So it's going to be Throwback Thursday Hump Day tomorrow.
Exactly.
That's fine.
How is that?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
But wait, that means that you need to be back here because we can't hump
I'll
day
be on
without
Fox.
you. Oh my
Sorry.
God.
All right.
Nothing. Oh. No,
And Jeff Bosey at 6 o'clock says, "This is crap.
Yeah.
I had to learn how to use YouTube and do a chat thing on this just so I can go
And we're
ahead and
back.
publicly humiliate myself now on YouTube." Jeff Bosey did a comedy routine yesterday.
Oh yeah.
How did it go, Jeff? Tell us in your YouTube chat.
We shouted you out for
We
that.
shouted you out for it. How did it go? Did you get like a good response? Did you get some laughs? How did you feel doing it? How did you feel doing it?
We are back.
We're back live on Facebook.
We are back.
Interesting. So for those of you who stuck by us through thick and thin,
Yes.
which is 19 people on Facebook,
23.
maybe more now.
They're climbing exponentially.
Climbing
Brad.
exponentially.
Exponentially.
Expialidocious.
Supercalifragilistic.
Supercalifragilistic. Yes.
Expialidocious.
I was just doing the last part of that.
Just the expialidocious?
Yeah, that is a real word, by the way.
Meaning what?
I don't know, but it's the longest word in the English language.
Supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious.
That's one word?
I believe so.
That's trifling.
It's also a song.
It means extraordinarily good or wonderful.
Yes, it is the longest word in the English language.
I do like that song.
Yes, and it is also a song.
That's a great song.
Yes, supercalifragilistic.
That's what's wrong with the English language.
I can't even say it. And this is one of those times when Jilly Bean, and I asked her for critiquing.
Yeah.
And she said it would be really nice, Brad, if you actually pronounced your words. Like supercragilistic expialidocious. I didn't pronounce it right.
It's super crag?
No, I didn't pronounce it right.
I was like, oh, Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins. That's my movie.
I think you're better
Why
off
do
to
you
sing
sound
Tony
like
Orlando
Duffy?
and Dawn.
Yes, I agree.
All right, for those of you on Facebook, you got shut down. While we were on YouTube, we were going down memory lane.
We were.
Okay, we started off in 1973.
Yes.
Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree.
That's true, yeah.
Right? We were going right into Captain and Tennille.
We did, yeah.
What? No, we did not do Captain and Tennille.
No,
we
did more Dawn.
We do more Dawn, right? Knock
Tony
3 times
Orlando.
on the window,
Yeah.
on the window or on the ceiling.
On the ceiling.
If you want me.
Because he's in love with
Knock
his
3.
upstairs neighbor.
Right, and then Yonathan wanted to go back to his all-time favorite. Okay, Donnie and Marie show.
Oh.
And Yonathan wanted to go, I'm a little bit rock and roll, and have Kim go, I'm a little bit country.
I didn't want to say I'm a little bit country.
They weren't with it. They weren't
we were
with
then going to go right into the disco era of Donna Summer.
Listen.
Oh, man.
Right.
I can sing you some Donna Summer.
We were going to go right
We
into
can sing
Donna
the
Summer.
Last Dance.
Right, Last Dance.
Last dance tonight.
That's right. And then we were going to go into burning disco albums to end the disco era.
Yep.
Go right into punk 1980s.
Where does Play That Funky Music White Boy come
That's
in?
1976 Wild Cherry.
Wild Cherry, right.
Yep.
I did
That was
know
my
that.
song.
That was right. Play That Funky Music White
So
Boy.
we transition out of the 70s with Play That Funky Music.
And then-
Please, yes.
And then
Yes. What happens?
I was going to go into my Sammy Davis routine
Ooh.
with my hat.
Uh-huh.
But we got back on Facebook. I don't want Facebook to cut us off once I start
Right.
doing
I
Sammy
kind
Davis.
of feel like don't let Facebook stop you from
No,
doing
no,
a
no, no.
Sammy Davis
Yes.
routine.
I
They
kind
will.
of think let Facebook stop you.
I was going to do Sammy. I can do him.
I'm not stopping.
Right,
Jonathan might be
and then
stopping me, but I'm not.
and then Jonathan does a great Jerry Lewis.
Hey. No,
He does a great Jerry Lewis.
Fire on
Yes,
fire?
yes,
Definitely don't.
yes. He does a great Jerry Lewis. So, and Abigail wanted Kim to do the Temptations.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I got that, no problem.
All right, let's hear some Temptations, Kim.
Temptations did Stand By Me, or was that Benny King
How about
first? or
Sugar
was-
Pie
Honey Bunch.
Sugar
You know
Pie,
I love you.
I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I just help myself. I love you and nobody else.
Ooh,
Okay,
baby.
now we can't sing.
All right.
No,
that's it.
I never did.
See,
I
I told you
pretend
guys
like
you
I
don't want me to
could
sing.
sing? Did I
Right.
ever say, Brad? You know I'm
Right.
a great singer.
All right, and then finally we were going to end with Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh,
One of the best horn groups of all time.
Absolutely.
Right.
remember?
The 21st night of September.
That's my jam.
Yes.
Wait, what was our musical? number that we came up with
Anything to
yesterday?
waste time while we're fixing our technical issues.
Oh, it's
Right.
fixed now. It's
It's
just
fixed now, so.
now we're
so
just
much for
wasting
schmoozing,
time.
right? All right, so this is what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a lot of show ahead of us now
Yes.
that we have fixed all of this, and people are wondering why I have this hat on.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, we're gonna do Hump Day tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, but I want to get into so yesterday on our show, Cordella wants Paul. Who's Paul Kelly? What does Paul Kelly sing?
You know?
I don't know who Paul Kelly
A
is.
quick Google will tell me, but I don't know. Off the
maybe
top of my
it's a
head.
song. I
don't
would know
say.
the song, but I don't know him.
Paul Kelly.
Yeah,
Who is this human? An Australian singer-songwriter?
Australian singer-songwriter.
You don't say.
Cordella Douglas pulling out obscure Australian singers.
Yeah.
By the way, in my ear right now, Jilly Bean is begging for us to sing David Hasselhoff. But I have no idea what he sings
I don't
other
know
than the
a single.
other than the introduction to Baywatch, which is basically just a.
Is he the one who sings that?
He sings that intro?
I have no idea.
way. That would be amazing.
Still.
I have no idea. All right,
You're so obsessed.
He's so
Calm
obsessed.
down.
Yeah, so obsessed. All right, so any event, I have this hat on.
Yeah.
And the reason I have this hat on is apparently people think I look good in the hat,
Yes.
which I didn't know.
You look sharp.
I look sharp,
Yes.
Sharp
right?
as hell.
I look sharp as hell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I may wear this hat out tonight.
I think you should.
I will.
And report
goes
back
with your
tomorrow
outfit,
to let
too.
us know what your success rate was comparatively without the hat.
Yes.
see what I'm
Well, let
saying?
me explain something to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hobbling around on crutches.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can't really have a lot of success on crutches.
Lies. Crutches are hot. Everybody knows that.
No.
Crutches are hot.
No.
Someone's got a little fetish.
We're back to Hump Day. I said we're gonna do a Hump Day. I said we're gonna do a Hump
Somehow
Day
we always
tomorrow.
roll back to
Yeah,
Hump
it
Day.
always comes back to Hump Day on Wednesday.
Every day's hump day, not just for Groundhog Sam.
Right.
By the way, this show is so off the tracks
Yeah.
right
So
now.
off the rails today.
All right. So any event, yesterday we asked people to please. We don't want anyone to share anything today. We prefer that nobody sees the show. Yesterday we asked people to share.
We did.
Our
Yes.
show. And as part of the show, we said if you can share it 25 times and prove it to Belgium Kim prior to the end of our show, we are going to enter you on our spin the wheel, which we've done before, to possibly win a dinner with Yonathan and Belgium Kim in your home. We'll come to you anywhere in the world. 6 people. A total of 6 people.
A whopping.
A whopping 6 people did it. So we have 10 spots on the wheel. So we said, well, what happens if you hit, one of the 4 that don't have a person?
Right.
I said, well, then nobody goes for dinner. And
That's not fair.
That's
then
not
Jonathan
fair.
said, that's not fair.
That's not
And I said,
fair.
well, we didn't even have 10 people do it. So then Kim, brilliantly,
Brilliant.
30 minutes prior to our show says, why don't we just pick out of a hat?
There you go.
I said, we don't have a hat.
Let's just be vintage about it.
So Kim says, I know a hat guy.
I have a hat guy.
And I have your picture.
Yep.
You start the show wearing the hat.
Yep.
And then you surprise everybody and say you're going to pick out of the hat.
Right.
I said, sounds like a good idea to me.
And here we are.
Now, now the only hitch of the whole entire thing is Facebook shut us down.
Yeah, that's a
Right.
hitch.
We had a great thing going here.
We did.
So in any event, I have this hat.
Yeah.
Somebody is going to win right now. One of 6 people
Yeah.
is going to win right now dinner with Belgium Kim and Yonathan Elias on Bradshaw Live.
Yeah.
Yonathan and Belgium Kim will go somewhere in this world.
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in this world.
Yeah.
Where these 6
now,
people live?
Now, what I have in my hand
Yeah.
is a Sharpie and 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of paper.
I'm glad that's
I do not know the names of the people. I really don't know who did it.
You don't.
Okay, Belgium Kim is going to announce it and say where they live.
Yep.
I'm going to write it on this piece of paper.
Yep.
I'm going to crumple it up. I am going to have Belgium Kim shake it all around.
Just shake it.
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 How do you shake it, Yonathan? Yonathan?
Just like that.
Yonathan,
No, you shake
it is hump day. Show everyone how you shake it. Get a close up on Yonathan shaking.
Get
Right close up on him shaking. It looks like you're shivering. It looks like you're shivering. It looks like you're just cold. Is it a little chilly here in the studio?
That was a half shimmy.
Oh, you're out of the picture. Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
Put it away.
Oh, everybody's loving hump day today.
Oh my God.
Where are we going with this show?
I'm flustered. You smell delicious.
Yeah,
I
wow.
got a whiff of you.
Now, do you know how to shake it?
Do I know how to shake it?
Or would
If
it
we
be?
go
Or would
in,
it
if I
be?
say no, do I not have to?
You don't have to. You can just say I don't know how to
can't say no.
shake
I
it.
can.
Whoa!
Whoa, Kim, you look like you're gonna pop out of your shirt there. All right.
Hold on,
Kim looked like she was gonna pop out of her shirt. Relax, Kim.
There was no way.
was lovely.
It's impossible to shake. Thanks, everyone. Mom, for the love of God,
Jill, it's just one of those shows, Jill. Jill is just
like I
Jill is like ready to like put in her resignation. All right, so we have the names of 6 people.
6 people.
Okay, let's write them
I
down
have
right
them.
now. I'm going to put it in the hat here in front of me.
Okay.
Okay, what is the name? First name.
Our first person who qualified was Nika Honor Camille. Neeka.
Oh, Nika.
N-E-E.
From Florida.
What is it? N-E-E.
K.A.
K-A.
Yep.
And where's Nika from?
Palm Beach, Florida.
Palm Beach. Can get my tan on. Look, I
Yes.
need a tan.
I
Look at
need
this.
a tan.
Look at this.
Yo-yo.
Florida.
Look at this.
So
I need
if
a
you
tan.
can get a close up there, get a little closer.
Yes.
Okay. My bad handwriting. Nika.
Nika.
Palm Beach, Florida.
Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay. I'm gonna crumple it up.
Crumple
Put it in the thing.
in the thing.
Next.
We have our very own Tamika.
Hey.
Tamika Nelson.
Tamika Nelson. Where's Tamika live?
Tamika's in NYC.
New York City.
New York.
Okay. If we can get a little close up there.
That
Tamika
looks
Nelson.
Right.
That's
That
right.
looks right.
Okay.
That looks
We're
right.
gonna crumple it up. Okay. We're gonna throw it in the thing. All right.
Then we got
nervous.
Glamma herself, Marge Higgs.
Marge
Yep.
Higgs.
Glamma Marge.
And where does Marge Higgs live?
She's in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn.
She's in Brooklyn.
Oh,
Okay.
BK.
In BK.
In BK.
All right. Let's go, Marge Higgs.
Okay.
She shared it 25 times,
She
right?
did share it 25
All
times.
right. I'm gonna crumple it up.
Crumple.
Okay. We're gonna put it in the thing.
Glory.
What we call,
There we go.
what most people call a hat, I call it the thing.
The
The
thing.
thing.
That's
All right,
fine.
we put it in the ting.
In the
as
ting.
And as they say in Jamaica,
Yeah,
we put it in
in
the
the
ting.
ting.
Okay.
What
else?
I love very much is Patrona Collins, who just said, "Is this still an immigration show?"
It will be shortly. It will be shortly.
Actually, a good question.
It will be shortly. Yes.
Jill is in the control room
Yes.
going, "Yeah, me
it
too." I'm
is.
wondering.
It is.
Asset Lindo.
Asset Lindo.
is next.
Where is she?
Where does she live?
She's in Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Bridgeport.
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
All right.
I've honestly never been to Bridgeport, Connecticut.
I've never been.
I
I've
drove
driven.
past
I've
it.
driven past Bridgeport, Connecticut
too.
on the way to Boston.
Well,
And here, let's get closer. There it is. Right.
glorious.
Chicken scratch.
Okay.
Yep.
Chicken scratch.
Total chicken
All
scratch.
right, I have it. It's in the ting.
In the ting,
And who else?
Abigail Taylor Watson in Boston.
Abigail Taylor,
Yep.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Boston, Mass.
Tamika says March doesn't eat, guys.
Better for us. More food for Yonathan and Belgium Kim.
A-okay.
All right, and there we have our next contestant.
Yes.
Okay, and I crumple it up.
And then
Put it in the,
finally,
yes.
Tiny Daria.
Tiny.
Yes.
This is the one you want.
This is the one we want.
London.
London.
Right, London. What is
London.
Daddy spelled Daria?
Tip tip Terrio.
D-A-R-I-A-H.
Mary Poppins.
Okay, so now, and she's in London.
She's in London.
She's in London, England.
Yeah.
Okay, now
Tea and crumpets.
I'm gonna first I want to show Tiny. Here's
Tiny.
Tiny.
Tiny in London.
Okay. Now Tiny.
Yeah.
Okay, Tiny. She has only been watching the show twice.
Today is her third day watching. Yep.
Okay, and she was able to share 25 times.
Tiny actually did the most. She did 56
She
people.
loves the show so much she shared it
Wow.
56 times.
56 times.
Okay, so we have the hat.
We have the hat.
Okay.
You.
Shake
I
it.
don't want to look.
Shaking.
Okay.
Shaking.
I'm nervous. I'm
Shake,
sweating. My armpits.
Shake.
Shake.
Okay.
Shake.
All right, now come
shake,
to a 3.
Sonora.
Come to a 3. Come to a 3. Okay. All right. I'm going to close my eyes.
Close them.
Okay. I have no
Are
idea.
they closed? I'm
I'm looking the other way.
completely
How about
closed
this?
eyes.
I'm looking the
Okay.
other way.
Yes.
I'm looking
trust
the other
you.
way.
I trust you. Come
All
on.
right.
nervous.
Wait.
Come on, come on.
Wait.
Ooh.
Okay. I got it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I have it.
Okay.
Can I open my eyes?
Open your eyes.
All right.
Okay.
And the winner.
Where are we going, Brad? Where are we
London.
going? Where
London.
we going?
They're
Palm
hoping
Beach.
for London.
Palm Beach.
Palm Beach.
They're hoping for London.
We
Yeah.
love you.
Who do you
Everybody
think's
else.
going to win?
Oh, come on, Palm Beach. Come on, Palm Beach.
London.
What'd you do? What'd you do? What'd you do? Where are we going? Where are we going?
I can't even read my handwriting.
That's okay.
says
It
London.
says London.
No, it does not. Let's get closer. Closer. Marge Hicks in Brooklyn is getting dinner on. Wow, that's really good. Marge Higgs in
Grandma,
Brooklyn.
we're gonna come
Grandma's
see you.
coming. Whoops, I just threw that
That's
at you.
okay,
I
you
meant to
just
throw it in the
threw it
hat.
at me, that's
right,
okay.
and we're going to throw all this crap away. And I'm going to put the hat
Marge
back on.
Higgs, we will be coming
and
to your
All right,
place.
so the hat's on backwards.
Whoa.
Now,
Yes,
now I
it
look
is.
like I'm drunk. Okay, there we go. So I got the hat back on. Marge Higgs. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, Marge Higgs, congratulations, Grandma. Marge Higgs, who shared more than 25 times, she's going to have dinner on Bradshaw Live, and her guests are going to be Belgium Kim, Yonathan Elias, and we are going to send our film crew, and we're going to feature Marge Higgs, Yonathan, and Belgium Kim on our show in a future episode.
Whoa, this is going to be fun. I hope you're ready.
Congratulations, Marge. My accountant is breathing easier that I'm not flying you to London. It was possible.
You know, your accountant is about to breathe real easy.
Yes, it
was
possible.
The reason that Tamika said Marge doesn't eat, it's because Grandma is a vegan. We just learned.
How about this? Guess who's
I
eating
eat
vegan
meat.
food when they go out with Grandma?
I'm sure she knows how to make some.
I'm ready.
Wait.
Yes.
Grandma, I know you know how to make some meat food, like some food with meat. Just because you vegan don't mean that the people that you cook for are vegan, right? Let us know.
Or I have had some delicious vegan dishes. If you can really throw down on the vegan.
Oxtails,
I
he
could-
wants.
oh, yeah.
Plantains, oxtails,
Yes.
oxtail gravy, all of that.
Yes.
You know what's great about our show is that so many people have gotten to be friends and know each other, even though they may not have met. Everybody knew Grandma was a vegan.
Was a vegan.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Everybody knows. I think it's amazing.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
All right, so this comes to the start where we actually do an immigration show. Congratulations, Marge Higgs. But before we go do an immigration show, because we're going to be answering your immigration questions now at 1-800-529-5465.
Mark
Yes,
said, is this for real?
this is for real.
Grandma,
Yes.
yes, we're actually coming.
Yes, we're coming.
I'm going to slide up in your DMs
Right.
after the
Can you
show.
imagine? Can you imagine? You would come and knock on her door, and she goes, "Who dis?"
Right.
And you're like, "It's Yonathan Belgium Kim." Who the hell are you? Get away from me before I call the police.
Don't do that to us.
That would be terrible, right? She calls the police. There's some people outside my door, and she calls the police on you.
And this goes from a beautifully heartwarming segment to this is how Yo-Yo and Belgium Kim got arrested. Trespassing. Thank God we have good
Brad,
attorneys.
get us out. You have to represent us for free.
So anyway, so we have to do a game every day, or at least we try to do a game every day. And congratulations, Marge. We're going to have dinner with you out in Brooklyn somewhere. I don't know if we're going to go to our home. We'll do it in a restaurant. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
but we will definitely do it. We'll film it. We'll have a good time.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, we have to get our shares up. We had a terrible start to our show.
yeah.
Okay, a terrible, terrible, terrible start. So bad that this could go down in the annals of Bradshaw. Yeah, because it's hump day. It's hump day.
Golly.
Okay, it's hump day. So that's why I use this language.
Yeah, I
Only
see.
on hump day. This could go down in the annals of the Bradshaw Live.
We don't like
as
that.
possibly the worst show
Oh, man.
we have ever done. Annals. The annals. Is it the anals or the annals? My Brooklyn accent says anals.
Jill,
When Jill was giving you that comment earlier today about pronouncing
Pronunciation?
things, I think
It's my
this may
Brooklyn
be the kind of
accent.
thing-
It's my Brooklyn accent.
You're not from Brooklyn, Brad.
But I sound like I'm from Brooklyn. It's the annals. It's the anals, I call it. The annals or the anals.
Annals.
The
For
annals.
the love of God, please, annals.
Do you call it potato or potato?
Anything that's not anal is what I call it.
Anything that's not anal.
Is what I call it.
Do you want to know what the first rule of comedy is? Okay. Because you can, someone taught me this a long time ago. The first rule of comedy, when you have nothing funny to say, anything you say regarding the ass is funny. But like the nose is not funny, the ear is not funny.
Ass is always funny.
Ass is always funny.
That's true.
Ass always makes people laugh. So if you say, you know what, I'm gonna shove this hose up your ass, that always makes you like a little. I'm gonna make people laugh, right? But if I said, you know what, I'm gonna shove this hose up your nose, it's not so funny.
Oh, no.
Not so funny.
Well, it's funny to her.
It's not funny to her, right? I'm just teaching you some comedy, Kim.
Thanks, Brad.
Yeah.
I am just picturing Jill losing her mind controlling right now at every tangent. Sorry.
Jeff Bozio, do tell. Feel free to use any of this material, Jeff.
Right.
Jeff is like, I don't want to be booed off the stage. I'm not using any of this. All right, so before we go to answer our immigration questions, and seriously, we will get serious, and I do want to help people. And Sandy from Tampa, Florida has been waiting 45 minutes, so we will help people. All right, we're gonna get this train right back on the tracks.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I do want to tell everybody that we still want people to share this.
Yes.
Do we want people to share this, or maybe we don't want to do a share game
Yes.
today?
Share now.
The share game we have lined up is really good. I feel like maybe we save it.
Save it for tomorrow.
Yeah. Because it's
Share it anyway, but there's no game. Let's go to immigration. How's
There we
that?
go.
All right?
Exactly.
So this comes to a part. This comes to the time where we say, call with your immigration questions because I got an answer for you. 1-800-529-5465.
Getting answers.
taking your questions with immigration answers.
He changes the segment title every show.
Every day.
I don't think he's ever said the same thing. This time was a whole sentence. You have to say it fast.
That's the thing. If you went with one thing, we could just change the name to that one thing, but that's not even the thing.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
I'm going to screw it up anyway.
You're right. You guys know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah,
so.
you know what part it is.
One thing I won't screw up is immigration answers.
Yes,
No,
this
you
is
won't.
Okay,
true.
I'm like an idiot savant when it comes to that, right?
Yes, amen.
All right, so I'm going to be answering all your immigration questions right now. Call 1-800-529-5465. We are going to get this train back on the tracks right now. If you're a little shy like us, okay, I said I wasn't going to say okay.
You said you're not going to say that?
I'm not going to say okay.
Oh, that's good.
No okays.
Okay. Oh, shit.
But if you're a little shy like us, okay.
No okays.
No okays. Let me try again. If you're a little shy like us, you could always leave a question on our Facebook comments at Bradshaw Live. You can leave your questions on Instagram at Bradshaw Live. You can leave your questions on Twitter at Bradshaw Live. Also, if you like the show, and usually we are funny, but usually a little more serious and not as silly as we are today. I guess it's one of those silly days we're having. Please like and follow Bradshaw Live. You will be notified every time we come on the air. In addition to that, you may want to follow us on Instagram at Bradshaw Live. You may also want to follow me personally at Bernstein _ Brad. Belgium Kim, Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias, what are your handles? And don't forget, tomorrow night, Yonathan Yo-Yo Elias will be on the Grand Hustle on BET on Thursday, 10 o'clock.
10 p.m.
Right, I don't know.
Eastern.
I don't know if he will be voted off or not tomorrow. It's a big secret. He doesn't tell me.
It's going to be very intense, though.
Because I said to him before, I said, so what's going to happen Thursday? You on or off the show? He goes, I'm not allowed to tell.
Yeah, unless you
I
got
go,
$2
come on. I
million
said-
for this lawsuit.
I said, come on, we're
Yeah.
like partners here on the show. You come on, you can.
$2 million lawsuit.
That is insane.
Right,
Yeah.
so I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We just have to watch BET 10 o'clock Thursday.
Yep.
Yes.
And if they want to follow you on Instagram, Jonathan?
Follow me at on Instagram, Yonathan Elias TV, and also on Twitter you can do Yonathan Elias TV as well because I will be live tweeting and giving.
By the way, did you just burp?
No.
Why is Tamika Nelson? I didn't hear you burp.
Who? So you just burped? Oh no. What? I didn't burp.
No burping.
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear any
a
burping.
burp. We're
No,
pretty
I didn't.
close.
I did not hear any burping.
But yeah.
And Belgium Kim.
And you can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook at Belgium Kim and see all of the shows that I'm also a part of, which is this whole one.
Nobody else has picked you up yet. Nobody else has picked you up
Every
yet.
day, though.
You know, I have to say something, Belgium Kim.
Yeah.
You shouldn't feel bad because I'm only part of one show also.
Yay!
Yes, guys.
One show crowd.
Yes. Nobody
okay.
has picked me up for any reality show to go work for TI.
But you know what the difference is?
Right. But I'm not the right demographic for your show.
You never know.
Right? Yeah?
You never know.
I would go live with 16 people. I would be vicious.
Well, I'm close to that.
I
on
would
the
be
show.
if I know I'm going on a reality show, I'm coming vicious.
Would you be the villain? Like, would you
I would
like
come,
George's?
Yeah, I would come in vicious. I would come in like
So you're good for reality.
I would be vicious. There would be like, you know what? There'd be nobody louder. There would be nobody who would like have the last word.
That's smart.
I think your talking head would be the funniest. Is like the interactions with the people would be vicious, but then it would be you on the side going, "I'm just doing it to mess with them. It's really fun."
Yeah. I would be like vicious in your face, and then turn around to the camera and go.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's go. Sandy's been waiting for 50 minutes. Sandy, how are you? We're getting serious now. Sandy, how are you?
Good evening, y'all.
Good evening. We're going to help you with your immigration. How can I help?
Thank you. Yes, I have a question. My brother got arrested for domestic violence 2 years ago.
Right.
And he went in for his citizen test last week.
Right.
And he brought in the disposition. But it wasn't enough. And they told him that they requested some more evidence from him.
What was the arrest for 20 years ago?
I'm sorry?
It was domestic violence.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Yes.
so a crime of domestic violence is a inadmissible offense, and it's a deportable offense.
Even if it was dropped, even though it was dropped?
If the case was dismissed, then that's not a problem. It should show that on the disposition.
Yes, he did. But
Okay.
they said they still needed the affidavit, the report, the police report for him to turn that in.
So then I would not be turning anything else in until you pass it by an attorney first. You should not be willfully submitting documentation that could come back and hurt you. I don't know whether it can or can't, but an attorney should be reviewing this before you submit it.
What do you recommend him to do?
I recommend that he has a consultation with me. We review the records and make sure what he's submitting will put him in a better position, not a worse position.
Oh, even if the officer said he has 30 days to
Even
turn
if
in
well,
documents?
yes, because he can have a consultation tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, hold on 1 second, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Let's go to, this can't be T.I. in Brooklyn. T.I. Or TJ. No wonder, it's not T.I. TJ.
Yeah, hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
Good. What's going on?
Well, you guys are awesome, first
Thank
of all. Quick question. So I came to this country in 2006, got arrested for DUI in 2012, and the case was dismissed because the BAC, the blood alcohol content, was way below 0.08.
Great.
Right, so the case was dismissed.
Great.
And 2015, I was at Walmart, got arrested for misappropriation, inappropriate misappropriation, which is basically not a petty theft. It's basically just opening a package, right? So it's not a petty theft. It's nothing to do with moral turpitude, I guess, because I was researching online. And the case was dismissed again and expunged. Got married, went for my green card interview, disclosed to the immigration officer about both my charges.
Right.
Showed them my disposition, showed them the court order and everything. The case was dismissed. They gave me my green card, right? I am coming close to my 2-year anniversary, so I got to renew my green card. So basically file for my I-751 form.
Right.
I was wondering if it's going to come bite me back.
No, it shouldn't. You are first of all, both cases were dismissed, so nothing's deportable there. The only time it would have bitten you was to adjust your status, where the immigration officer has to make a independent decision whether or not you are a person of good moral character. So you had 2 arrests, they were dismissed. It's possible, although it didn't happen, although unlikely to have happened. It was always possible that the immigration officer said, even though you're not deportable because you got arrested twice in 10 years, I think you're a bad person, and denied you based on moral character, even though you didn't have a deportable offense. There is no moral character determination to remove the conditions of your permanent residence. There's nothing, and you've done nothing that is deportable. The only thing that they're looking at when you go to remove the conditions of your permanent residence, they're looking at two things. Are you a deportable alien? Do you live in a real marriage with your spouse? You're not deportable, and presumably you live in a real marriage with your spouse, so you'll be fine.
So I should be fine. But
Yes.
one last question is, so I did submit those disposition, right, at the interview, so the officer actually took it with him. When I file for my I-751 form, will I be resubmitting those forms, or do I just say, yes, arrested, check that box, and then should I be submitting those forms again, or would they have it?
They would have it, but you can submit a copy of it. Doesn't hurt. But really what you need to submit is proof that you and your spouse are in a valid bona fide marriage.
So I should not worry about the arrest, right? Just worry about, collecting documentation
Correct.
about me and my wife being together.
Correct.
And what about citizenship?
It won't affect your citizenship either because it happened more than 3 years ago.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
All right?
That was it.
All right.
No, thank you very much, sir.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it.
Best of luck.
All righty.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
All right, let's go to Gerald in Cape Cod. Gerald.
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, good evening to you, bro.
Good evening. What's up?
I'm good. I have a question. I got married in 2015. A wildfire adjustment for me. I got my green card, my 10-year green card. But my son was on the filing. And we separated, and everything come through. His visa approved and everything. So I submit the DS-260.
Right.
I pay the fee and everything, and I submit the D-260.
Got it.
And everything. No, the case person, the person that was dealing with the case, I call them to submit the affidavit of support with her pay stub and so forth. They're telling me that they cannot go on no more because she has stopped the case because we are not divorced, but we are getting divorced. We're separated. No, what can I do from here?
It's your wife was filing for your daughter?
For my son.
For your son. You have your green card, right?
Yes.
Okay. So does your wife that you're separated from, does she want to complete the case?
No, she says she don't want to.
Oh, okay. Well, then if she doesn't want to complete the case, then you would have to start all over again. And you would have to file. Okay? She has the right to complete the case, but if she doesn't want to, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't put a gun to someone's head. So then you would have to refile for your children.
Right. Now, how long does it take to do the filing?
How old are your children?
My son is 18.
And you've been a resident for how long?
Just a year. I got my green card a year.
All right, so it takes about 2 years. File right now before he turns, because you got to get him here before he turns 21.
Okay.
Right.
So there's nothing can do about her case.
No, anymore. I can't force her to do it.
Oh, okay.
All right, hold on, but you're going to need help. Hold on 1 second. We can even help you from Cape Cod, I promise you. All right, so let's go to Miss Ramatar in Queens.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you. I came here 2014.
Yes.
And my December the 1st, and my son disease 2013 December. And my granddaughter, his daughter, was living with me. And I want to know if there's any way possible that I can file in for the daughter-in-law and the granddaughter.
Who sponsored you?
Who?
I don't hear you. Who sponsored you?
My sister.
Your sister sponsored you, and this is
Yes.
and this is for your son-in-law and your granddaughter.
No, my son, and my son is deceased.
Your son is deceased.
He died.
He died, right. And now your granddaughter is how old?
She would be December 29th. She would be 11 years old.
Okay. And how long have you had your green card?
But I came here 2014, like not too long when I came here 2014.
Okay. Are you single or married?
married, but I'm not working. My husband is only working.
And your husband, he came the same time?
Both of us.
Okay. So did you ever live with this child back, where are you from, Guyana?
The child were living with me. The child born and grew with me.
Okay.
The mother, child, and the father, they were all living.
But you never adopted this child?
No, I never.
Never did. Well, you can do one of two things. You can go back, where are you from, Guyana? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. See, I recognize accents. I'm good at this stuff.
Your accent.
Yeah, I recognize accents.
That's really good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yes. I can't sing, but I'm good. So in any event, you have two choices. One, you can go back to Guyana and adopt the child, and 2 years after the adoption, file for the child. You'll be a citizen by then, and the child will come up. You have to prove that you've had adopted the child for 2 years. You live with the child for 2 years, which you'll be able to prove. So in 2 years, you'll be a citizen. If you do the adoption now, you'll be a citizen in 2 years. You'll file for the child. The child will be here, 14, 15 years old. Or wait until you're a citizen and then do an orphan petition and bring the child up here to do the adoption. Those are your choices.
It's possible that I can do it from over here.
Yes, but you would have to be a citizen first.
Oh, citizen.
So you're not going to file for your citizenship for another year and a half.
I know that.
Right, and then you would have to do the orphan petition before the child turns 16. Or you can go to Guyana now, do the adoption, and you have to have an adoption for 2 years prior to the 16th birthday.
Okay.
And then, so those are your choices. So if you act now, the bottom line is if you act now, you will have the child here in a couple of years. Okay? Hold on, we can help you. You live in Queens. I live in New York. We can meet, and I can help you.
Yes. Let me make that arrangement.
I apologize?
Let me make that arrangement to meet.
Sure. Hold on one second. Let's go to Luca in Arlington Heights, Illinois. Luca.
Hey, you guys have great show.
Thank you.
You guys are great.
Thank you.
I have questions regarding my brother. So, what happened to my brother? He got married, and they went for interview. He got everything was good in interview. He got his 2 years old green card. Then, 2 years later, they submit the paper. They send all documentation there. And what happened, they did not call them for interview. He received his 10 years green card. Everything so far great. My little brother, I don't know what he did, but he got upset with his wife, and they divorced 3 months later. So far, no problem, right?
No problem.
So what happened now, next year his green card is going to be expired because the marriage happened 9 years ago. So he told me, I got to renew. I said, don't renew a green card, just do citizenship.
Correct.
My brother, his English is not so good, but I forced him to do it, and finally he said, I'm going to do it. He went to the lawyer, and the lawyer said, you cannot do it.
Well, you can't do it if you can't speak English.
No, not about that. Not because of that. That was not the problem.
What's the problem?
He speaks little. The thing is that when his wife divorced him 3 months later, and divorce, there's another paper that said separation, and by accident, she put, let's say, because they submit the paper in May, and looks like when she divorced, she put, let's say, 5 or 6 months, their separation, it go back to March.
I understand. So what you're saying is, after he got his green card and the wife put in for the divorce papers, in the facts of the divorce paper, where they say the factual reasons for the divorce, in the factual reasons, it says that they were separated prior to your brother getting his green card.
No. Well, they submit, when they remove the condition, they have to submit the paper after 2 years. So they send everything in May. So everything is fine. He got approved. He got the green card 10 years. But the separation and divorce said that the separation, she put 5 months go back. The separation was in March. And he said, wait a second. In May, you said you together because they've been together. But
right. Oh, that's what I'm saying, that they said that they were separated before they, when they were claiming they were still married. I would need to take a look at that paperwork and actually review that file, and then I would have to give you my own assessment. What you don't want to do is in a divorce paper, those papers are signed under penalties of perjury in all 50 states. So what you're signing is this is the truth.
I know.
And then in immigration, you're signing this is the truth. So somewhere, if that's the case, somewhere there's a lie. So I need to look at those papers, and then we can figure it out from there.
Can he travel now?
Yes.
No problem at all?
No one's looking at his divorce papers when he travels.
Because he went to my brother walking with his dog 2 weeks ago, and you see attorney, consultation, and he went again, and he said, because my brother is gonna get married again in Hawaii. He has planned to go in December to Hawaii, get married.
Go travel.
And the lawyer told him.
Nobody's looking. When he comes into the airport, nobody says, "Hey, show me your divorce paper." Nobody even knows who your brother is. All we know is there's somebody by the name of Luca. Even if immigration's watching right now, they don't know who your brother is.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. But we should take a look at that paperwork and see if we can help him.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hold on one second. All right. Let's go to Zheng in CD in Brooklyn. Excuse me.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
All right, thank you.
Show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, quick question. I have a change of status here. I came in with an A visa and changed my status to F as I'm going to school.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my spouse and child. She's 3 years old in Africa, and they applied for F2 visas, but unfortunately we are denied. So what do you think I should do next?
You came on an A, you said originally?
Yes,
you were a diplomat?
Originally,
you were a diplomat?
While I was here, I changed to F.
Okay. Well, I think we have to be able to prove that you intend to return back to Africa upon the end of your studies. So I don't know what was submitted, what we can do to try to convince the U.S. Embassy that that's what you need to do. We can certainly have a consultation with you and see if we can get involved. So hold on one second, okay?
Sure.
All right. You can certainly try again, and you got to prove that you're going back. Oh my God! Look who's on. It's Glamma.
Hey.
Hello, good evening.
Oh.
The winner.
My
The winner.
God. Congratulations, Glamma.
The winner.
Oh,
and
man.
still champ. Undefeated. Undefeated. Glamma.
Elated. I just can't believe. I mean, I drop a few tears, but it's tears of joy. Sorry to break the momentum of your show.
Oh no.
But I want to say thanks to the people who really congratulate me and those who forget and those who are going to do so later. A big thank you.
Well, Glamma, let me ask you a question because we have a lot of concern here about your dietary restrictions. Okay, are you in fact a vegan?
Sounds unsure.
She sounds like a freaking vegan.
I wouldn't dub myself a full vegan because I still use some byproducts, but I am getting there. I don't eat meat.
So you're vegetarian.
You know what she is? She's like
bulgur. I'm having some curried tofu with bulgur and vegetables in my kitchen just now. But not because I don't eat meat. That don't mean that I wouldn't go out and enjoy myself. I wouldn't try either to indoctrinate anybody because I don't believe in forcing anything on anybody, and I wouldn't do that. That's not my style.
You know what you sound like to me a little bit? Is there are some people who are more religious than I am, who are Jewish, who are kosher in the house, but then send them outside, their yarmulke comes off and they're eating lobster. Okay? That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me. She's vegan in the house, and she's a carnivore in the restaurant.
It's like a vegetarian in the streets, vegan in the sheets.
All right, we're gonna make plans, Glamma. Thank you very much for playing, and thank you very much for sharing. We love you.
Congrats.
You're welcome. Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And talking about glamours, okay, we have the Granny Caravan.
Okay.
Okay, it started yesterday when Yonathan Elias went to Union Square to see the grannies off.
Yes.
And basically there are a bunch of American grannies who are doing a caravan all the way to the border in Mexico, and they are protesting the separation of children from their parents. They are protesting the fact that people who are filing legitimate claims for asylum, who are legitimately fleeing persecution and violence in their countries, are being treated even as terribly or even harsher at our border than they are from the countries in which they are fleeing.
Yes.
They think it is wrong. We think it is wrong.
Yes.
And they are now doing a caravan from New York all the way to Mexico. As we saw after the
to Texas,
to McAllen, Texas. As we saw after the grannies left New York City yesterday, they were going to Burke's Family Detention Center in Leesport, Pennsylvania, near Reading, Pennsylvania, and they were going to have a vigil where they're going to be greeted by many of their supporters.
Wow.
They were in Philadelphia earlier this morning. 6 additional vans had joined them.
Really?
And then they were heading to Harrisburg, the capital, where they will be demanding the shutdown of the Burke's facility.
Wow.
They are then heading to Pittsburgh to sleep overnight. Tomorrow they will be in Louisville, Kentucky. And we have, as our correspondent from the Granny Caravan, she's embedded in the Granny Caravan. She is not leaving them. We have Granny Claire and Granny Sharon.
Awesome.
Two grannies.
Two grannies.
Let's see what's going on with our correspondents embedded in the Granny Caravan.
Hi, this is Granny Sharon speaking from the edges of Louisville, Kentucky to give you an update of Grannies Respond. Yesterday they had this tremendous show of support and send-off from New York City, and then they headed for Reading, Pennsylvania to the Burke's Detention Center where they had a demonstration and a very moving vigil.
Hi, this is Claire from Reading, and this morning we are at our staging area getting ready to go to Harrisburg and then Pittsburgh. It's a rainy morning, but we're very, very excited. So we have lots and lots of vans that have joined us, as you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 vans that are joining us to Pittsburgh. So we're getting ready to go roll. We've picked up a few people here in Philadelphia in our vans, and we're really excited to get on our way and our mission. See you on the road.
Tomorrow is a really big day. They hit Louisville, and I'm going to be really busy because I have to oversee an event at the Muhammad Ali Center, which will involve people speaking out and meeting the grannies. You know, there's a lot of interest right now from the press upon the grannies. We're kind of a novelty, but I want people to really remember the real reason we're out there. And that's because we want to speak out against the inhumane treatment of migrants and refugees in this nation. That's not what this country is about. That's not what my ancestors fought for, or yours either, for that matter. What we're fighting for is decency and humanity and compassion and common sense. See you tomorrow.
All right, so what I have to say is go Grannies!
Go Grannies.
Woo! Go Grannies. Go Grannies. I don't want to make a joke about it, but seriously, go Grannies. We are really supporting you, and of course wish you a continued safe travels all the way down to the Texas-Mexican border.
McAllen, Texas.
All right. I was going to do a whole granny thing, you know, go Grannies, but then I say we should, because I'm in a silly mood and we're all in a silly mood, but it's a very serious thing, so I shouldn't actually.
No, absolutely, it is.
So I stopped myself.
They're dedicating a lot of their own personal time and money. Some of them that can't sit in the car for that long, they're actually flying themselves out to meet the grannies.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
That's amazing.
The ones that some of them that I was interviewing yesterday. So it's a dope thing.
All right, so we have to get to something we call social media check-in now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're going to do your social media check-in at this very moment.
Yeah. All right. Social
media
check-in. Woo. Y'all ready?
All ready?
Okay, so
ready
we
for
have
this?
one. You ready for this?
All right, we're getting silly for this. All right, we're getting silly again. All right.
MJ from YouTube. USCIS recently updated their policies. If someone receives a notice to appear, what should they do?
You have to appear, because other than that, a warrant will go for your arrest. It's called notice to appear, is to appear for a deportation hearing. What you should be doing is not walking. not jogging, not taking your sweet time, but running to the best attorney you can find to represent you.
Lisa Bling has a question from a friend. She said, I know someone who's living in Ohio State and she somehow ended up in a shelter. Her sister told her to come to New York City, and at the airport, immigration held her and put her in deportation on Sunday. I thought that flying was better than taking a bus, but now she's been stopped. What does she do?
Why? Where was she stopped from going? Where to where?
It sounds like she was flying from Ohio to New York.
Well, someone needs to go find a lawyer for her. Yes, flying is the safest. It's very rare that someone gets stopped and gets put in deportation flying domestically. You hear it a lot more with buses and trains, but the reality is you take a risk every time you walk out of your door.
All right, we have one from Kimmy Kim Sowell. Not to be mistaken by this Kimmy Kim. What if you don't have a green card but have a valid ID? Can you fly inside of the states?
The answer is yes, but we just heard what happened going from Ohio to New York. But it's very rare that you hear these things.
Melanie said, my son is a citizen. He's 21 going on 22. When he files for me, about how long is it going to take? And also, can I take my 2 minor daughters with me on the filing? They have multiple visas and I'm a single parent.
It'll take you about a year. You cannot include your children on it. Once you come to America, you can turn around and file for your children, but that would take about another 2 years.
Okay, I have one from Shango Ogun. If a judge advances your motion to advance master hearing, does it mean it's also likely your individual hearing will be advanced too?
Yes, because your master calendar is advanced. That means everything's getting pushed up.
Monica says, I have a granddaughter. How could I file for her on my 10-year visa?
You can't.
What if she were a citizen?
But she just has a visitor's visa.
Did she say?
Oh, her 10-year visa? That's
She's like, I have a visitor's visa. How do I file? You don't file for your granddaughter because you have a visitor's visa.
That's
your granddaughter applies for a visitor's visa.
All right, I have another one from YouTube. Inchi, is a suspended license a crime of moral turpitude?
No, it is not.
Marjorie says, can I file for my son if he's married?
If you're a citizen, yes.
Okay, Craig Rose. I have a friend who came here on a crewman visa and got married. He filed for the adjustment of status and received his combo card in December. How long does he have to wait for his green card interview?
Should be this fall. The combo card meaning, it sounds like it's like you're like
a loyalty card.
Like a loyalty card.
Like a punch card.
I get one more purchase. I get free French fries.
Right.
It's your work permit and your advance parole.
Okay.
I was wondering what that was.
iTubeDV wants to know on YouTube, my friend came on a B1, B2 10 years ago and married a U.S. citizen, but because of physical abuse that happened on their wedding night, she left and went back to her home country. Later on, since she's had 2 kids here in the U.S., went back home and then came back with the kids and overstayed her visa. She's still married to the U.S. citizen, currently living in the U.S., but the U.S. citizen never filed for her, and she's never made any police reports about the abuse. How could she ever adjust her status?
Well, if you're abused, you're abused. It could just be from her own testimony if she's credible. She would need to meet with us and see what we can do.
All right, Melanie from YouTube. She says, good night, all. My son is a citizen. He is 21. How long will it take?
1 year, Melanie.
Okay,
1 year.
Also, can I take my 2 minor daughters?
No, we answered that question.
I think she left them on both YouTube and the Facebook.
She really wanted that.
And then you make us all flustered, Melanie.
Yes.
Dawnette says, what's the most effective way to do an address change with USCIS?
You can do it online. It's fine. You can file an AR-11. Either one works.
All right, May Karen Smile asks, my question is this, my friend overstayed their visa but got an extension. Then she got married, and the person she got married to failed the first interview with his first wife. Is that a problem?
It's not a problem as long as you are in a valid bona fide marriage, but certainly immigration is going to know that your husband previously filed for a woman and could not prove it was a real marriage. So they're going to walk in with suspicions that maybe this man, his job is marrying people for green cards. Who knows what they're going to think? But as long as you are in a bona fide marriage, you live together, you share an economic relationship, who cares what they think? You'll pass your test.
Samantha on YouTube wants to know, if you went to Jamaica, to the Jamaican embassy, and received a green paper that said no waiver on it, what does that mean?
Exactly what it means. No waiver allowed.
Okay. Ed David.
I mean, is that about sum it up?
Yeah.
That feels like common sense.
It just means that whatever, I mean, in all seriousness, what it means is that whatever the reason they denied you, they're saying there's not a waiver available for you.
Gotcha. All right, Ed David has a question. My wife made a mistake in filing the USCIS form. She accidentally put on okay, so I'm gonna reread this. So the wife made a mistake in filing the USCIS form. They asked her what year he was denied for the visa. She wrote 2013 instead of 2015. How do I correct that? Because I'm about to fill the DS-260 form.
Where did she make this mistake?
So she made a mistake in filing the USCIS form. She said that the husband was denied 2013 instead of 2015. So he wants to know how to fix it because he's going to fill out the DS-260 form.
Tell the truth on the DS-230, and then if there's an issue at the embassy, just say my wife made a mistake.
Oh, okay.
That sounds simple. Samantha said, how long does it take for U.S. citizen parents to file for their children back in Jamaica that are all older than 21?
If they're single, about 7 years. If they're married, 15.
Terry Ann Carby off of YouTube says, hey Brad, asking for a friend. She spent 4 months and 2 weeks in the state, came back to Jamaica February 1st, 2018. Can she travel back to America December of this year?
How long was she here?
She said she spent 4 months and 2 weeks in the States.
When?
Came back to Jamaica February 1st, 2018. So
she spent 4 months and then wants to come back 5 months later to spend more time. They're going to give her a big problem at the airport. She needs to stay out a lot longer.
Caitlin said, hey, I'd like to seek help for my friend. He entered the country through a J1 visa. His visa expired last July, and then soon after he applied for a tourist visa, which he says he still has not received. At present, he has now found a company willing to sponsor him for his visa. Could you give us some insights or advise us in terms of how we go about this now?
Well, I need to know a lot more. What's the company? What's his skills? What's his job he's going to do? Then I can tell you what visas he may or may not qualify for.
Alan on YouTube says, will USCIS accept an I-130 if the sponsor forgot to sign?
Nope, it's being returned.
We've got another question from Carlos on YouTube who said, can a person after being deported from the United States over 20 years ago apply for a visa?
Depends why he was deported. Need to know more.
All right. Eris says, when applying for citizenship, if I was divorced years ago and unable to remember my date of marriage, will I be able to put a guess, or do I have to find out the correct date?
Be good if you can find out the correct date. You can always request the marriage certificate again to take a look at it. You can. I wouldn't take a guess, but you can put down on the paper, January, 1991, and put approximate. Or you could just put the year 1991, approximate, something like that. But it would be good for the time of the interview if you certainly find out the exact day of the marriage. All right, we're going to do two more?
Two more?
Two mas.
Okay.
Two mas.
Okay.
Dos más.
Sandra Warren said, my sister filed for me in 2005, but each time I went to check on my status and I asked for the number, which is the receipt number, it kept saying that my KNG number is wrong. I'm sure I'm selecting the right number. What can I do to check on my status?
You need to contact the National Visa Center because obviously your KNG number is wrong. Something is amiss.
Something is amiss.
Yes.
All right, Eris has another question. With the new immigration laws, is it still possible that a resident married to a person that overstayed can help him get a green card? Their papers were already filed since 2016 and they're now in 2018, asking for additional information such as pictures, etc. Is it possible for him to get a green card?
Absolutely. And he should be contacting us because if they're asking for more documentation, that means you're screwing it up. Come see a lawyer so you don't screw it up anymore.
Hit up Brad, y'all.
Hit it up.
Brad.
Hit it up.
You
Hit him up.
Hit him up.
You know.
Hit him up.
It's right here.
All right, let's go to Say Johnson, who's been waiting 20 minutes in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Say.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, my question has to do with an application that I filed in last year, March, when the TP was about to expire. And the application has to do with an asylum request. I did the application sent in, they approved it, sent me the receipt.
Right.
And asked me to do the fingerprint June last year. Since then, I haven't heard from the office, so I'm kind of confused. I don't know what to do.
Well, did you get a work permit? You should be getting a work permit. Did you get one?
Yes, I got a work permit.
Okay. So they are very delayed with asylum cases. You may not hear for another year or two, unfortunately. So you just got to hang in there.
You say you got to hang in there.
Hang in there.
Okay.
All right.
What about individuals who are on the how to call it, DED?
Deferred enforced departure?
Next year.
Ones who are in with deferred enforced departure, that means that their deportation cases got basically put in abeyance. I don't know what Trump's going to do with all of those. Right now, they're still in deferred enforced departure. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
All right? Hang in there.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right. All right. So, the United States, I want to talk about LGBTQ.
Yes.
LGBTQ.
BTQ.
What does LGBTQ stand for?
Lesbian, bisexual, queer, trans.
Right. Lesbian,
Gay.
Bisexual.
LG.
Gay, bisexual.
Yeah.
Transsexual.
Trans, queer.
Queer.
Yes.
But why do they have to put queer in there?
Queer ends up being
Wouldn't that be a catch-all for all of that?
And queer is a catch-all for everything that each letter does not represent. So there are other identities that aren't represented in the LGBT. So the Q ends up being kind of the catch-all.
What would be another identity? I don't know. What else would it be?
A person can be asexual. A person can be
pansexual. What is pansexual?
That's where you're attracted to not just male or female, but you're attracted to literally everyone who identifies on all across the gender spectrum. No, because you can identify. You don't necessarily identify as male or female.
Actually, my friend that's on the show with me
is pansexual.
She's pansexual.
So that means she's
that means
she goes off of energy and personality. She doesn't look.
It has nothing to do with looks.
It has nothing to do with sex, like male or female or trans.
What does it have to do with?
Just off of the connection.
The aura.
Yeah.
Right.
I would do good. I would do good with pansexuals.
Like, as in, pansexuals would be attracted to you?
I think so.
I think that's probably true.
I think so. Any event.
If you're trying to say you give out good vibes.
I give out good vibes. All right. So any event, the United States was one of the first countries back in the 1990s to give refuge and asylum to individuals seeking asylum from anywhere in the world who were in the LGBTQ community.
Yes.
But now Attorney Jeff Sessions, recently issued an order saying that the government will no longer accept the threat of gang violence or domestic abuse as a grounds for asylum in the United States. And the order is actually not only affecting people who are the victims of gang violence, but it's also affecting greatly people in the LGBTQ community. The United Nations High Commission of Refugees reported that 88% of the LGBTQ asylum seekers had been victims of sexual and gender-based violence before fleeing persecution in their home countries. So Sessions knows the order is going to affect LGBTQ asylum seekers. In his memo, he actually referenced to certain populations, basically saying it's not America's problem if you're going to be killed because you are gay or transsexual.
Wow.
That's basically what he said. So in her newest installment of That Just Doesn't Make Any Sense, our Miami field correspondent, Anna Ascona, is going to speak out about all of this.
Hey friends from the Brad Show Live, I'm Anna Ascona. So we've already spoke about granting an asylum for domestic violence, but today we're going to speak about granting an asylum for the LGBT community. To qualify for an asylum, if you're a part of the LGBT community, you either have to prove that you cannot change or that you shouldn't change because it's fundamental to your identity. What do you mean change? According to Attorney General Jeff Sessions, these individuals must prove that the government refuses to protect them. Okay, so what do you explain when most of the violence is caused by the government? For example, a gay Peruvian man named Luis Alberto Rojas was taken into custody for no apparent reason, and while he was waiting to get out, he was stripped, raped, and verbally abused by police officers. So who are the people causing the violence? The government. Plus, Latin America has one of the highest rates of violence against the LGBT community, with nearly 600 people dying since 2014, and who knows how much that number has grown today. According to the IACHR, violence against LGBT individuals have become more extreme. They're being stoned, tortured, and raped before being killed. And wait, that's not even including the unreported cases, because many of these individuals refuse to report the violence they deal with because of fear of the justice system. You're pretty much leaving these individuals in a dark place without any hope, and it's not fair to them. At the end of the day, we're all human, and we shouldn't have to deal with violence. And I think an asylum, whether it's domestic violence, whether it's crime against the LGBT community, it should be granted without so many runarounds. And I just think it's unfair that you're making these people go through such a process when half of the process that they have to go through is dealing with some of the people that are causing this violence. Anyways, that just doesn't make any sense. Leave your comments below and let me know, do you think Jeff Sessions is being fair to the LGBT community?
No, he's not being fair.
No, at all.
It's very clear he's not being fair.
It's ridiculous.
So, Yo-Yo, you had an opportunity to meet Carlos and Jose.
Yes.
Kundalini, am I pronouncing?
Kundalini.
Right, they're yoga teachers.
Yeah.
Did you do yoga? Did you do yoga with them?
I did more meditation. We did meditation because it was really hot out and we didn't have yoga mats, but they taught me a really cool meditation.
What did they teach you?
We started off with, it was just, you'll see it, like it's something that you have to do. Of course, I haven't followed up with it, but like I did it then and I felt good then.
Okay. All right. So anyway, they are co-founders of a wellness platform called Cafecito Espiritual.
Yes, Espiritual.
Espiritual.
Cafecito Espiritual.
Cafecito Espiritual.
Yeah, Cafecito.
Cafecito.
Espiritual.
Espiritual.
Sí, papi.
So Carlos and Jose, they're based in Miami.
Yes.
Where you will be going shortly to hang out with Anna.
I will be going shortly to hang out with Anna.
Yeah, you told me that she DM'd you. You're going to hang out down in Miami.
I'm going to Miami soon, Anna. What's good, yo?
But they were recently in New York, and they met up with Yonathan to discuss not only their spirituality and what they do, but also their immigration story and why they think it's so important that people should be a little more spiritual.
Yeah, it is.
You think so?
Yeah, especially with everything that's going on in the world. Like, I feel like if we all just like took some time to ourselves before the day started and just like become one with yourself and just, have positive energy around you, law of attraction, all the energy that you put out, it's the energy that you get back in. So I feel like it would be a better world if we all, focused on that.
All right, let's watch.
What's up, Brad Squad? It's your boy Yonathan Elias here in the beautiful Bryant Park, and I'm with the Kundalini yoga teachers and spiritual consultants, Carlos Anaya and Jose Ibanez. So Carlos and Jose actually put their special talents together to co-found a new and dynamic self-wellness platform called Cafecito, Espiritual. We're actually lucky to catch them while they're here visiting in New York City because they live in Miami, Florida, but we're gonna talk about their inspirational company and why it's just important for us to self-care. It's all about self-care, y'all. Let's go talk to them. Tell me about your backgrounds, because it's very different but very interesting as well.
I studied communication. I became a journalist. I've been a contributor for Telemundo, GLAAD award-winning journalist.
That's a huge accomplishment. You know, congratulations on that. Tell us what it meant to you to win that, and let them know exactly what the GLAAD award is.
I was the only Latino among Jennifer Hudson, Tom Ford, Betty LaBelle, and I was the only Latino receiving the GLAAD award, which is a prestigious award for gay and lesbian against defamation. And I did this amazing story about Maria Belén from Argentina. She was a transsexual there, and I just happened that they chose this story not because I was a Latino, it's because the story had a heartfelt movement and how these people have endured persecution and pain for being trans. I was really happy to have those prestigious awards, but again, we are men of service.
You've interviewed famous people.
Yes, such as Ricky Martin, Shakira, Ariana Huffington, Romero Brito. But those are just people like you and I. They just have different titles and different careers. That was the unconscious journalist. Now the conscious journalist is more in tune with the essence of real journalism, which is from the heart to heart. And it's our responsibility to anyone who holds a mic what to do with that mic.
Absolutely. There's power in this mic right here. All right, so now Jose, I need your background.
I'm from Argentina, and I was living in Brazil for 10 years, and I was living in India too. It's a good experience for me to be here now.
Carlos, I want to know, what is your immigration story, your family's immigration story?
Well, my parents came to this country for freedom. There was a lot of fear. My parents didn't want us to experience that violence in Colombia. And they came, such as hundreds and thousands of immigrants from South America, looking for a better future for their kids. And we were lucky enough to be legalized in this country. Now we're American citizens. And my father didn't want us to experience such crime and such violence in Latin America. I think the biggest virus that we have in Latin America is corruption. And until that virus continues, we will never see a better future. That's why I love America, and I love the idea that this is a country that provides hope.
You guys have put your talents together and created Cafecito Espiritual. Please tell us about that.
It's a company that holds Anaya Media, and Cafecito does spiritual cleansing. We do workshops, seminars, Kundalini yoga that elevates the audiences and elevate the students that come aboard. We have more than 300 graduates since January, and people that do the spiritual journey. So we've been really elevating Miami because we need to elevate Miami. And not only Miami, New York also.
Living abroad, how has that helped what you do today? You know, with meditation and yoga?
For me, it's the most important thing when you are traveling is to be connected with the environment. And that's helped me to be more centered.
It's also finding an emotional and physical home. So now we are citizens of the world, but there's an emotional and physical home. And that's what we're trying to do with spirituality, is to get back to your essence, get back to who you really are. Not the titles. No matter how many titles you have, it is an inside journey. And no one can lend you spirituality. No one can borrow it for you.
Let us know about some of the things you have your students do.
This program is about to be more spiritual in every areas of your life. We use Kundalini yoga, we use coaching, we are using the energetic body work. It's a complete program to put in balance all your areas.
Tell us about Kundalini yoga and then also meditation.
Well, Kundalini yoga is a yoga of awareness, and we work with angles and triangles, breathing techniques. And it's a very powerful technique.
Kundalini has changed my life because it really has empowered me to see life in a different perspective. You know, we use the breath of fire, we use the technology of it. It has nothing to do with religion, it's the technology. When you go to a yoga class, you see how you feel much better. You have less anxiety, less stress, and it allows you to really keep be healthy, happy, and holy.
You guys also offer community meditation. Why is that so important for people in all kinds of communities to do that?
We do meditation from 4 in the morning to 6:30. More than 300 people have come to the sadhana, which is a spiritual fitness program. Depression and anxiety is becoming a huge problem in America. And the only way to really release the problem is to connect to a community, to know that you're not alone. Technology cannot replace intimacy, the real intimacy of the human spirit. I'm sorry, Jonathan, I'm just gonna get more comfortable, more unscripted. You could take your shoes off. For us, this is an exclusive as a gay couple, as we reveal our intimacy as a couple. And not only because we are Latinos, but also it's important that we bring a voice to those that don't have a voice. As an LGBT couple, we believe that there's union, that you have to be who you are. And I think we both are becoming that. The authenticity that people know that we are in a relationship that is intimate, that is concrete, that is whole. We get thousands of letters from people that they feel inspired by the type of work that we do.
You guys have such a strong bond, and I'm sure meditating and doing yoga has helped that get stronger, correct?
You know, it's really a blessing to find your soulmate. We've been married almost a year, and we met in New Mexico into a spiritual retreat. It's called Summer Solstice. And 4 years ago we met, but destiny wasn't there for us yet. Then 3 years passed by. We both got into different relationships, and 4 years later, we met in the desert again. Wow. And Cupid said, this is the time for you to meet.
Now you're ready.
We count our blessings. You know, every day people complain about what they don't have, but instead of complaining on what we really have, to be healthy. So when people complain about not having anything, count your blessings so you become more humble to receive all those blessings.
You guys are very inspirational, and to be a gay couple, to have a business together and to change so many people's lives. There are so many gay people out in other countries that, you know, come to America to seek asylum, and like you were saying, you know, the stuff that happens in their own country. What are some words for them that you guys would like to say?
It's really difficult to be an immigrant these days. I call it a spiritual bankruptcy because people want to put you in a sense of labeling and fear that there's certain things that we cannot have. But again, the freedom to be alive, no matter if you're gay or straight, no matter if you're black, blue, or yellow, what counts is that you have the human spirit.
Give them just like certain tips to do, you know, to keep their bond strong together as a union.
It is not an easy job to be married to anyone, you know, it's a commitment.
Our teacher says the most hardest yoga is the marriage, and we are experienced that.
And every day there's ups and downs, and I think we're getting there into the process of really becoming the best version of each other. And I think any advice for anyone who wants to get into a relationship is that enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.
I came from Buenos Aires, and in Buenos Aires is a friendly city to be a gay. I think in Latin America it's quite different, and also in Argentina, in other cities, it's not easy. My advice, especially with the marriage, with the gay marriage, is to be honest with yourself. That's bring me to US, the love.
It is a human right to get to choose who I want to love. No legality can tell me who I choose to love.
The most important thing is to be authentic with yourself. If you don't accept you, that's the work.
The more you reaffirm your identity, you reaffirm your dignity. No one can put a label on you unless you allow it.
Putting a label on you already just puts you in a box.
Let's only have one label, unity. Unity is what counts.
Now, you guys are gonna, well, what are we gonna do? I wanna do something, you know, because I wanna feel as one and, you know, like you guys feel. So what are we gonna do?
Well, I think you're a VIP student, correct? So we're gonna show you some tips about meditation, how to relax your mind, your spirit, and we're gonna show you some mantras that I think you're gonna like. Introduce with Sat Nam. That's how we begin, and with Om Namo Gurudev Namo, calling upon the teacher within yourself.
Om Namo
Gurudev Namo.
Gurudev Namo.
Okay, so we bring the hands towards the heart, and we inhale deep, exhale deep. Om Namo Gurudev. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Calling upon the teacher, which is yourself, calling upon the best teachers, which is within. So we're gonna do a prosperity kriya. It's only 3 minutes, and we go har, 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 and that's for the prosperity in your life for 3 minutes. Only 3 minutes a day. Oh. They say if you do more than 11 minutes, you become greedy. Uh-oh. Yes. So it's har, 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 har. Keep going as I give and I receive. I do this mantra for 3 minutes a day. Har, 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 har. And that's the prosperity kriya for 3 minutes a day.
I feel it. I feel my prosperity and blessings coming. There you have it, guys. Carlos and Jose, couple goals, right? They taught y'all how to keep your marriage strong. All right, now I'm about to go home and practice some of these meditation, spiritual stuff, because I'm feeling as one right now. I'm feeling pretty powerful if I don't say so myself. All right, back at the studio.
All right, so that was Carlos and Jose, and one of them is on television, Telemundo. Carlos. Yes, Carlos. Mm-hmm. And a GLAAD Award winner as well.
Cafecito Espiritual is no joke.
No. And that was cool. When they were doing their mantra, it was actually making me feel very relaxed.
You know what? I always look at that stuff and I'm like, I don't know how that would be relaxing. And then I'm actually doing it.
And then you're listening to it. Maybe on the Brad Show every day we should stop sometime in the middle.
Just meditate.
And meditate. For like 10 minutes.
Just the whole,
silence. Just complete silence. Nobody does anything.
My
they
God,
just watch us and they're like, okay, we're done. And then we go crazy again.
I think our views are going to skyrocket.
Yeah, can you imagine? I bet you people would watch us.
A 10-minute moment of silence.
10-minute moment of silence.
I think you're onto something here, Brad.
What do you do?
Yeah, it's a this situation. We pop our
like that.
Little
I can't even
wrist.
turn my wrist this way. I don't even think I could meditate because my wrists don't even go in the right direction.
What? Your wrists are in the
I need to meet Carlos and Jose. I need to meet them. I need this spirituality and relaxation, I think. They're going to be in New York in September. They're coming on. We're going to have them come on.
Yeah.
We're going to ask them to come on. I don't know whether they will or not.
Right.
And we as a group, as a Brad squad, are all going to meditate.
Where exactly are we, like in our chairs?
In our chairs.
Get on the table maybe?
Yes, and what we will do is we'll try to get some Brad squatters by Skype and throw them in meditating with us.
Yes! It'll be like the very first Brad Show live meditation room.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
We all need a little relaxation in our life.
That's true.
A little spirituality.
That's true.
Come one with nature.
There's many terrible things happening in immigration. We got to self-care somehow.
Correct.
I like it.
I like it.
We're on to something here.
All right, we got time for like 2 or 3 questions.
Fantastic. Quickly. I can get 2 or 3 in there. 2 or 3 in. CTJ on YouTube said, my affidavit of support was denied for C1 entry. I filed a motion to reopen with affidavit and was successfully reopened. How long before decision is made after the reopening?
Well, if you had a C1 entry, that means you came as a crew member.
Mm-hmm.
So you're ineligible to adjust unless you're 245I. I'm not sure what's going on there, so we need to know more.
King Dane says, what's the latest issue on SIDS cases with over age of 18 cases in New York? Can someone still do the process if they are 19 years old?
Well, immigration's taking the position that they can't. It's going through the courts. If you want to do it, you do it, and just know that we're going to fight through the courts for it.
Paula on YouTube said, can a person who's not married and was in an abusive relationship apply for a green card?
Yes. Not married.
Not married.
Well, you would have to show that you were the victim of a crime. Was the person who was abusing you arrested for domestic violence? So a crime would have had to have been committed, not just abuse. All right, so with that, we are going to end. We started, the train went off the tracks completely. We got back on the tracks.
Yes.
This was a very, very eventful show.
It was one for the books.
It's so eventful that Yonathan said I had to leave.
He had to get out of here.
He just had to get out.
Couldn't handle it anymore.
Right, so he actually had to catch a train to Washington, D.C. You can see him on television tomorrow on Fox.
Yes.
At 10 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Is this Fox what?
This is the local Fox affiliate in DC. So whatever number your Fox affiliate is, that's where Yonathan will be tomorrow morning to promote Grand Hustle.
So your local Fox affiliate, that's where he will be?
Yes.
Will it just be in Washington, D.C. or anywhere?
I believe tomorrow's is just Washington, D.C., but they're doing a big press tour for Grand Hustle.
If you live in Baltimore, Maryland, Washington, D.C.
Yes.
Go watch Yonathan at 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Absolutely.
If not, you can all watch him on BET Thursday at 10.
Thursday at 10.
And with that,
we
will be back tomorrow at 5:30.
Yes.
And of course, we have comment of the day.
We have 3 comments of the day because it was such an eventful show. Our first one is from our raffle winner, Glamma. Glamma is so excited. She said, thank you, one and all. I am literally in tears.
Aww.
Do not be in tears, Glamma. And if you do, me and Yonathan will be there to wipe them away.
Very nice.
Yay. Our second comment of the day is from Jeff Bosey, who actually commented over on YouTube, who said, also, one of the comedians at my show last night happened to be a lawyer, and I had to shame him for not knowing Spar and Bernstein. Yes, you do,
Yes.
Jeff. Yes, you do. And then finally, more love from Tanya Winter on YouTube, who said, I just wanted to big up attorney Carmela, who got my cousin's fiance an ITIN number last month. Now he can get a bank account and health insurance.
All right, very good.
Woo, woo.
Wonderful.
Go Carmela. Comments of the day were wrapped up in a nice
Wow,
neat little bow.
when we started the show, did you think that we would be going into a sing-along with Tony, Orlando, and Dawn? Did you think that would be part of the show?
You know what? I didn't, but I have to be honest, I never know what's going to be part of the show before we start. Today, Jill said, how long do you think Brad's going to talk about this? And I was like, ain't no telling.
Talk about what?
It was any given. I even forgot what it was going to be.
We never got to our what we were going to talk about.
Any of our schmoozing, right?
No,
it was something in the
everything
schmooze.
planned.
Yeah.
Best laid plans go awry sometimes, as they say. We'll see you all tomorrow at 5:30. Have a great night. So, Sam, as part of the production, we have to say this disclaimer at the end of the show. Do you mind reading it for me?
Okay, but you know, Brad, I have to do everything around here. It's bad enough I've got to remember everything that happened on the episode from the previous day.
Forget it. I'll do it. The proceeding was information only and not specific legal advice. Consult an attorney about your individual situation. Prior successful results do not guarantee a similar outcome in the future. To make an appointment with the Spar and Bernstein law firm located at 225 Broadway in New York City, call 1-800-529-5465. That's 1-800-529-5465. Easy to remember, 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-LAWLINK. Once again, make a call to 1-800-529-5465. And of course, link up with the law offices of Spar and Bernstein, located at 225 Broadway on the 5th floor. If I were you out there, make the call, make the link, make the connection, make it Spar and Bernstein. 1-800-LAWLINK. That's 1-800-529-5465. And now, conveniently located in Hartford, Connecticut on 1 Congress Street. Visit us in Connecticut or in New York at 225 Broadway. That's 1-800-529-5465. 1-800-LAWLINK. 1-800-529-5465.